And I'm praying that my kid doesn't wake up. That's right on the other side of this wall. Because I wanted to make a video for the first time since February. Also, how cute is this mug? It has this little pumpkin. I don't know if, can you see it? Also, because I haven't done this in so long, and I spent the last 30 minutes trying to get my viewfinder, like the monitor that I can like see what I look like, to work. I got it to work for like 20 seconds and then it didn't work anymore. And he only takes like a 2-hour nap. So I'm doing this blind, which is gonna be interesting. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I can't even believe that I'm sitting down and doing a makeup tutorial right now. Like I feel like I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to do with my hands. I feel like this is like the first one that I've ever filmed. I literally haven't filmed a video doing my makeup since February. I just looked back. That's not okay. Like, that's insane. Being a mom is really hard, trying to multitask, being like a stay-at-home mom, and then I just took on a new job, working from home. I sell insurance before I had him, and then I got offered a job working solely from home. But with that, obviously there's a lot that comes with it, like a lot to do and a lot of responsibility. I'm also just gonna jump right in because I keep on looking down. Before I used to look at my viewfinder to look at myself, and now I'm looking at my kid because he's taking a nap. Usually his first nap's like 2 hours long. And he's a very light sleeper, so I'm hoping that me talking literally this low will wake him up. And even since I started talking, he like flipped over. And I don't know if that's just because he just wanted to get comfortable or because he started waking up because he heard me talking. So I'm just going in with the Cover FX Gripping Primer. I'm still loving this. Like I said, I haven't filmed a video in almost a year. But I'm still basically using the same things because of like this whole quarantine thing. A lot of brands haven't come out with makeup, which I don't blame them, but at the same time I haven't been buying a lot of makeup. I'm like out of the loop when it comes to makeup, honestly. Like obviously I'm still doing my makeup. I do my makeup a couple times a week. I used to do it literally every day. Well, one, because I had a job that I had to leave the house and see people, and two, I just always wanted my makeup done, and I mean I still do. And even for not leaving the house, I do my makeup often. Like a lot of people are like, why do you even like get ready? Why do you put jeans on? Why do you get your makeup done when you don't even leave the house or see anyone? But like in order for me to feel productive, I have to. I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel like I did anything or like even motivated to do anything if I'm not somewhat ready. Blending in the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. Most of the products I'm going to use today are going to be drugstore. I'll say like 90%. There's a few that are not, or at least affordable, but most of them are going to be affordable. Also, if you guys haven't watched my vlogs or where I did like my home office makeover, this is my new office. Obviously it's the same thing. I'll link that below if you guys are interested. It's the same desk as my old videos. My dad wrapped it. He's a graphic designer and owns his own company where he like does signs and vinyls and wrapping and stuff like that. So he was so kind and came over and did this because believe me, I would have never, ever been able to achieve this. And in that video, I didn't get my plant yet. I've had this for like a month now and it's still alive, which is everything. Because if you know me, I usually put my concealer on first. That's okay. That's what happens when I'm talking. Did I mention that I seriously don't know what I'm doing anymore when it comes to filming? This is crazy. I'm just putting on the LA Girl Pro Concealer HD Definition Concealer in the shade Toffee. I've been loving doing a like cream bronzer underneath my real bronzer lately. It makes everything apply easier when it comes to putting on bronzer, and it just looks really good. And I feel like powders obviously wear off your face faster. So at the end of the day, I was always finding that I felt like I just looked so pale because I didn't have bronzer on anymore. Because I mean, I wear makeup for a long time. I had a kid climbing all over me. I'm also a huge face toucher. So I started doing this, and my makeup looks like it's lasting so much longer than it was before, which I'm all about. And I feel like it makes it easier. It looks better. Highly recommended. I'm going to now go in with concealer. This is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. So this is the hydrating one. This is the matte one. I don't see much of a difference like matte or hydrating. These are just two different shades that I have. This one's a little bit darker. This one's a little bit lighter. So I'm going to put the one that's a tad bit lighter, or darker I mean, like this. Lighter one just like in the corner. My sponge, just gonna blend it all out. I'm just gonna set it with the loose powder from Maybelline Fit Me. Taking a powder brush, I'm just gonna get off the excess and kind of just put it where it wasn't applied with my sponge. Now taking the Benefit Hoola Bronzer, still literally the best bronzer that's ever existed. I'm just going to lightly bronze. I literally don't contour at all anymore. I kind of just like sloppily throw this on, and I feel like it looks really good because it has a good base from the cream bronzer underneath. What I've been doing too is after I apply it like around my face like this, when there's like I don't pick up more product, I kind of just pounce it over like the apples of my cheeks. And it kind of just like blends it out more so it's not so harsh. And I also just like the look lately of like bronzer underneath my blush, like on the apples of my cheeks. I just feel like it looks more natural and gives you more of like a sun-kissed kind of look, you know? Typically this is where I would go in with my setting spray, but I'm out, which is so upsetting. So it rarely ever happens, and I feel like every time I sit down to film a video, like it happens, which is, go figure, right? But this is where I would start soaking my face, because I'm about to go in with the Jaclyn Hill highlighting palette. I think that this is sold out and limited edition, so I'm really sorry. I just can't, if you don't have this and she comes back out with it, snag it. I have a feeling she will come back out with more. I mean, she has to. This is so good. So, literally the best highlight ever. Like, I have a ton of highlights, and since getting this, I have barely touched my other ones. And if I do, it's because I'm like, I need to start using my other ones before they just get gross and bad, because I mean, I spent money on them, and at one time I like them, but every time I put them on, I'm like, it's not the same. Because these are just so good. Like, I don't know if the camera's even gonna pick this up because I don't have a viewfinder to look. Notice I put this on before my blush. Also really been liking the look of that. I feel like it really makes everything so seamless, because when you put this on, sometimes you can get a little harsh line and you didn't mean to, or you didn't catch it. But then when you go in with blush, it kind of just blends it all in for you and gives like an underneath glow. I hate the way that I said that. An underneath glow. This is by Flower Beauty Peach Prim Rose. This is one of my favorite blush colors, and again, drugstore, super affordable. It's like the perfect peachy pink blush. I'm gonna go in and do my brows. It's basically the same thing. I'm just gonna fill them in with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist in the shade Brunette. I still love this. This is still the best brow pencil, I think, for your money. I mean, it's really, to me, no different than like the AVH one that's like $23, and you can get these on Amazon for like $6 or $7. So definitely check this out. Clean up my brows with some concealer, and then I will put the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter in the shade Just Clear as the gel, and I'll be right back. Okay, brows are on. Now moving on to the eyes, and while I was doing my brows, I was thinking about the highlight, and I felt bad that like I was using something on camera that you literally can't buy anymore. Hopefully she brings it back, because like I said, it's the best, and I seriously will buy another one, even though that one's like not even halfway used, just because I don't want to ever go without it. But I was looking at my collection, and this is a really good dupe, and it's Wet n Wild. It's super affordable. Like honestly, this is probably the closer dupe to like those pinky colors that are my favorite in there. And then what I have high end, I keep on looking over here because this is like majority of my makeup is set up over here. But this is the Wet n Wild Highlight Powder Mega Glow in the shade Precious Petal. I don't know why I'm holding it so awkward. Like that's much more better. But as, oh my god. Yeah, this is very used and old and loved. So I used to use this obviously non-stop back in the day. I didn't even use this since getting that one, but this is extremely similar. So if you're in the market for something that looks similar to like this kind of highlight, like I said, this does no justice for it because I didn't really pack it on, and I don't have any setting powder, so setting spray. But if you're looking for something like that, that's a really good dupe, and who doesn't love a super affordable dupe? So for eyes, I'm not going to use anything new. Again, I don't really have a lot of new makeup. I think a lot of brands haven't had a lot of releases, so I'm just going to use two old palettes that I love. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy, and then I'm going to use the 35G Bronze Goals palette by Morphe. This recently has been like my go-to super fast fall kind of look makeup. I have been wearing this almost every day that I do my makeup, unless I'm doing something a little more special, or if I want to put a wing on. I don't do it this look. It'd be too dark on my smaller eyes. But I did it on Instagram, and I had a few people ask like what palette I was using, so I figured I'd just sit down and film it, since a couple people already liked it to begin with, and I can't go a whole fall without showing you guys like my go-to fall makeup that year. I feel like I've done one every single year, so I have to keep that going. With a fluffy brush, I'm going to go in with this shade and this shade. This feels so weird that I'm even filming this, because I haven't done a makeup tutorial since February. This is weird. Anyways, I'm just gonna buff that in. Also, my eye right here is watering and it's like taking off my makeup, so love that. Obviously that would happen when I sit down and film a video, but like a lot of people get spring and summer allergies, and I get really bad fall ones. And fall's my favorite, so really sucks that my favorite season has to do with like that, you know? I'm just gonna take that and lightly start flicking it out. That way it kind of gives this kind of shape, if that makes any sense. When I'm going around the brow, I'm seriously barely putting any pressure. There's no additional product. We're just gonna try to focus on this eye, because this eye is falling apart. Like now the underneath is starting to get like that, and I don't even feel like my eye's really watering. It just must be like damp over there. I wanted to use the M word, but that word grosses me out, so. Now I'm going to go in with New Yorker and OG. Honestly, these shades are so incredibly similar. It's shocking to me that she put both of them in there. So I kind of just go back and forth with those. I'm gonna focus that on the outer part and the actual crease. Going in with the lighter shade again, and that same fluffy brush that I used beforehand. I'm just gonna go over the tops again, keep everything blended, take some of the setting powder I have here because I'm about to go in with a dark shade and I don't want to ruin my under eye. And this also helps. Create the shape that you want with your eye. I'm going in with 1988. It's like a deep reddish, purplish, kind of brown, like a hot chocolate almost. And I'm going to take like a more stiff, definer brush, like a lid packing brush, if that's a sight. And I'm just going to start applying this all over the lid, and I'm going to start really low on the lash line, like that. And then kind of just like blend it upward. I'm so upset that this inner corner situation, the shade is very messily packed on. As you can see, that it looks very choppy. I'm just going to apply this on the tops of that color. Just to help that blend a little bit more. This whole look is very easy. It's just a lot of blending because you're using darker colors, but really you're only using a few, and you can be pretty sloppy with it because the look kind of is like a sloppy, grungy look, but it's really pretty. And if you have like blue eyes or really bright green eyes, like, this would be gorgeous. And with a clean, fluffy brush, I'm going to go in with that light shade again with barely anything on this. Just flick out those corners. Taking a flat definer brush, I'm going to go in with black. Any black will work. And I'm just going to stamp this on the lash line, especially on the outer. And then as you get closer in, try to get it closer to your lash line, like almost underneath your eyelashes. So on the outer end, it's obviously close to the lash line, but I'm still keeping it a little bit above. And as I go in, I'm literally gonna like take it from the outer and then tuck it underneath, if that makes any sense, because you don't want the dark, super, super dark to be out here. And then nothing else is on this. I'm just going to go over the top of that to kind of smudge it out a little bit. I'm taking a pointer brush. I'm just going to take off all this powder. Mixing OG in 1988. Taking those two shades, I'm going to drag this along the lower lash line. I'm keeping it very close to the lash line. Also, I'm sitting here thinking, today is Prime Day, and also for the first time, Target is actually like doing days of deals, I think is what they called it, and Old Navy is 50% off store-wide. So I feel like everyone's trying to take advantage of people being at home, shopping online, and trying to kind of capitalize on Prime Day, because I'm sure that everyone's in competition with Amazon. But I'm already in the Christmas spirit. I mean, it's not shocking if you guys have been following me for a long time, but I already have 5 Christmas presents bought already, and it's only October 13th. But with having a kid, especially a kid that was born December 19th, my husband's birthday is December 26th, I feel like I really have to be on it and early every single year. Going in with just 1988, I'm going to take that on the outer corner and kind of connect the top lash line to the lower. A very precise fluffy brush. It's like a pointed fluffy brush. I'm going to drag this all over. But anyways, with the Prime deals, I'm kind of disappointed. I looked at him last night because Carson woke up in the middle of the night. He's still not sleeping through the night. It's great. But he only usually wakes up one time a night, so it's not the worst. But anyways, I was like looking because I was so excited for this because it's almost like an early Black Friday, and I just feel like they didn't do that much this year. Like, I don't know. If you guys got anything good, put it down below. Like I did see the Bissell, I think is the name, vacuum, which I might get because I really want a cordless vacuum, especially with Carson is now crawling. He's all over the floor. I have 3 animals and there's me on top of it. I shed like crazy. I'm gonna curl my lashes. Taking L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. I feel like I loved this a long time ago and then I kind of fell off the bandwagon and then I just used it again for the first time like a month ago and I forgot how good this stuff is. Now I'm not going to apply lashes for like the first time ever. Usually whenever I do a video and I say I'm not doing lashes, I always end up doing lashes, but really today I'm not because I'm just staying at home and I'm not doing anything and I don't feel like putting lashes on and dealing with them today. Sorry, there's an eyelash on my wand. I hate that. So today I'm really not going to, but if you wanted to make this look so beautiful and like dramatic, put on lashes with this and it would be gorgeous. I feel like mascara just totally elevates this look. I keep on wanting to put this off the shoulder and it just keeps sliding back on. The sweater, by the way, is from Old Navy. It is so cute. It's cropped. It almost has like balloon sleeves. It's so cute. They had it in 2 other colors and I wanted it actually in like the camel color. And they didn't have any of the sizes I could have fit in. I got this in a medium because this is the only size that they actually had left for the black. I could have probably done a small or a medium. The medium is good still because I love my sweaters like oversized. But if it ever comes back in the other colors, I'm getting it because this I think is so cute. And this bralette is from Aerie. Anyways, after that random bit of information during a makeup tutorial, I'm now going to highlight the inner corners of my eyes using the Jaclyn Hill highlighting palette again. I'm using the shade Gleam. I'm just gonna pop that right on there. With a dark bird look like this, I feel like this really just brings a lot more attention to it. I'm gonna take that and just put a little bit on the brow bone like that. Now onto lips, and we are basically done. I can't believe he slept through the whole thing, so yay, which means I can probably do more tutorials while he's sleeping. This was like a test because like his room's right there on the other side of this wall, and I'm facing that wall, so I was afraid it would wake him up. He did move quite a bit, but I mean, he's still sleeping, so that's what counts. Anyways, typically I would be going in with the ColourPop lip color in the shade Magic Wand. It's a satin, but they discontinued it and I'm so upset about it. That's literally my absolute favorite lip color for myself, for clients. Breaks my freaking heart. When I saw it was going out, I seriously bought like 4 or 5 of them, but I don't want to use that because it's discontinued. So I'm going to use the Huda Beauty in the shade Girlfriend. This is like kind of like the same color but deeper, but it's still a really good nude. Okay, I just floofed up my hair a little bit. I'm going to take this damn sweater. I almost want to put like tape here, like that bra tape, and like make it stick. But I'm gonna take a little bit of gloss. You could leave it matte for sure, but sometimes gloss just looks really good and I'll help lighten it a little bit. To put that just in the center of my lips just to make them look a little more juicy. And that completes this look. I'm so excited that I got a video up that's not just me talking to the camera doing nothing, aka my vlogs. I mean, I still get a lot of people that watch them, which I appreciate, guys. If you guys are still sticking with me through this new phase of my life, it's still just like me trying to figure out a new routine. But what I'm trying to say is thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you guys for still subscribing and watching my videos and supporting me. It means so much to me, and especially since I'm not doing as much makeup videos and content like I used to. It means a lot to me that you guys are still here. So because this went really well, and other than like my eye ruining this whole side of my face and not having a viewfinder, this one's smooth. He's still sleeping, and I feel like I'm able to like do more of these now. So hopefully this is my last makeup video for like the year. I'll try to do more of these. So anyways, that's really all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys recreate this, like I said, it's a very, very easy look. You can be very messy with it. It's kind of like that grungy kind of look. You just have to really blend out the colors and take your time doing that. That's like the #1 key to this, but really it's very simple. It's good for every eye color, every eye shape, every skin tone. Believe me, this is like a go-to look that everyone can pull off, and it's just really good for the fall time. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. I'm going to try to clean up, take some pictures for the thumbnail and Instagram all before he wakes up, which hopefully I'll be able to do. I'm just glad I was able to finish this. So I'm gonna get off now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell down below. That way you guys don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.